There is a universe outside of the ordinary in a society that frequently values the senses of the body, a place where time and space have no bearing on perceptions, visions, or intuitions. This is the realm of the seer, the person with the extraordinary ability to see the invisible and unknown. Let's delve into the depths of this age-old wisdom, looking at telltale signals that you may have the gift of seance and the significant ramifications of accepting this holy calling. My purpose here is to assist you in discovering the actual spiritual power that you possess. Thus, by clicking the like button on this video and subscribing, I'd like you to join the channel. We'll improve our spirits and perspectives together. Increased intuition and sensitivity. Enhanced sensitivity and intuition are generally the first indications that someone is a seer. This increased sensitivity can show itself in a number of ways, such as a keen sense of minute changes in energy, or a profound understanding of the feelings and experiences of others. Many seers first experience this sensitivity as children, drawn to the natural world, animals, and otherworldly regions. They may seek out quiet or peaceful areas to refuel and reestablish themselves, since they feel overwhelmed in crowded areas, noisy surroundings, or situations involving strong emotions. A high sense of intuition is a sign of increased sensitivity. The capacity to obtain knowledge, direction, and insight beyond the scope of reason is known as intuition. This type of inner wisdom comes from the soul's depths and directs us toward what is most beneficial for us. Seers use their intuition as a natural and instinctive means of seeing the world, guiding them with elegance and clarity through opportunities and obstacles. Subtle energy sensing. The subtle energies and vibrations that permeate the universe, including those of other people, places, and objects, may be sensed by seers. This ability can feel like pressure or density in the body, or it can be as warm or cool as tingling. Seers may also sense a strong connection to the natural world and its cycles and rhythms, as well as changes in energy, such as mood or atmosphere. Furthermore, heightened intuition and sensitivity might show up as a deep emotional and sympathetic bond with other people. Being very sensitive to the feelings and experiences of those around them, seers have an intrinsic capacity to relate to and comprehend other people's viewpoints. Incredibly visual. Among seers, visual acuity is frequently a standout characteristic. They might see the world as clearly with their inner eyes as with their physical ones, depending on pictures, symbols, and hues to gain access to more profound levels of understanding. Through meditation, dreams, and creative endeavors, one can often access a rich inner world full of vivid images and symbols that are indicative of enhanced visual awareness. The remarkable capacity for precise and detailed visualization is a distinguishing feature of being a seer. It is possible that seers have a highly developed ability to see situations, environments, and ideas in their minds, and that this mental imagery is highly authentic and deeply true. This visual acuity can be an effective means of achieving desired results and experiences, as well as greater levels of insight and knowledge. Frequent temporal displacements or déjà vus. The regular occurrence of déjà vu or temporal displacements, in which the person experiences events or sequences that seem uncannily familiar, as if they had been lived before, is one of the most enigmatic and fascinating parts of being a seer. These experiences, which are frequently linked to the idea of precognition or the capacity to foresee future events, can take many different forms and frequently have a significant impact on the individuals who have them. The French phrase, already seen, déjà vu, describes the feeling that this situation has been experienced before, even if it shouldn't have logically. For a seer, déjà vu can indicate something more profound than a passing feeling, namely, a closer bond with the non-linear aspect of time. Déjà vu can serve as a prompt to consider the importance of the current moment, as well as a reminder of the connectivity of the past, present, and future for seers. Conversely, temporal displacements are more marked experiences of things happening or moments appearing to happen outside of the regular course of time. People may experience items, people, or even themselves in a new context in these circumstances, leaving them feeling disoriented and confused. They may even find themselves in a location or time that defies logic. These encounters can have a particularly profound effect on seers, upending their preconceived ideas about reality and time. For seers, déjà vu and temporal displacements present chances to gain a deeper comprehension of reality and their place in it. They can use these encounters to sharpen their psychic sense, cultivate intuition, or just to enjoy life's mysteries and wonders. Vivid visions and dreams. Being a seer is frequently characterized by vivid dreams and visions that offer a window into the invisible realms as well as profound insights and direction. These visions and dreams can be quite symbolic, frequently conveying lessons, advice, and cautions from the subconscious or higher planes. These dreams and visions are potent instruments for introspection, healing, and spiritual development for many seers, opening doors to higher levels of knowledge and insight. The capacity to have prophetic dreams, in which they see glimpses of the future or gain insights into how their own lives are developing, is one of the distinguishing traits of seers. These dreams are frequently detailed and vivid, and they could include symbols or pictures that hold deep meaning for the seer. Despite the fact that not all dreams are prophetic, seers frequently have heightened perception into which dreams are prophetic and which are not. Furthermore, seers may have lucid dreams, in which they are conscious that they are dreaming and have conscious control over the plot of their dreams. With more freedom and liberty to explore the invisible realms, this capacity makes seers a potent instrument for self-discovery and healing. Astral projection is another activity that seers can partake in when they transcend beyond their physical form to investigate the astral plane or other planes of existence. Intuitive and empathic skills. Being a seer comes with psychic and empathic powers, which enable one to sense and interpret energy, feelings, and minute details in their surroundings. With the use of these skills, seers are able to empathize with the feelings and experiences of others, which frequently opens doors for insights and comprehension beyond the scope of the five senses. Possessing a strong sense of empathy, the capacity to experience and comprehend another person's feelings as though they were one's own, is one of the traits that distinguish seers. Being ability to empathize with others may be a blessing and a curse. While it can help seers help those in need and provide deep insights, it also leaves them open to internalizing and absorbing other people's feelings. It's common for seers to need to establish appropriate limits and self-care routines in order to safeguard their mental health and preserve equilibrium. Moreover, psychic powers are often possessed by seers, which enable them to sense and decipher information and energy that exist outside of the physical world. The ability to see images or symbols in the mind is known as clairvoyance. Hearing messages or sounds that others cannot perceive is known as clairaudience. Feeling and perceiving energies and emotions is known as clairsentience. And knowing things intuitively without the need for a logical explanation is known as claircognizance. Multidimensional perception and synesthesia. Fascinating features of being a seer include synesthesia and multidimensional perception, which allow people to perceive and understand the world beyond the bounds of their physical senses. A neurological phenomena known as synesthesia occurs when one sensory channel is stimulated spontaneously and automatically, causing the experience of a different sensory pathway. This implies that sensory sensations not restricted to a single modality may be experienced by seers, such as the ability to taste forms, hear colors, or physically experience sound. The capacity to perceive and understand realities outside of the three-dimensional universe is known as multidimensional perception. Seers may be able to contact with creatures or phenomena that exist in other dimensions or realms, as well as sense energy fields, auras, and subtle vibrations that are imperceptible to the unaided sight. Seers are able to traverse the invisible realms with more purpose and clarity and get access to deeper levels of awareness and insight thanks to their multidimensional perception. The capacity to perceive things in a synesthetic or multidimensional manner and to interpret them in a way that makes sense for one's own life and journey is one of the qualities that distinguishes a seer. A seer may, for instance, experience synesthesia in the form of seeing patterns or colors when listening to music or sensing particular energies or emotions via their bodies. The Prophet's Voyage. Being a seer involves more than just having superhuman skills. It is a holy vocation that asks us to awaken to the limitless potential of the human spirit and embrace the invisible realms. We can start to navigate the invisible realms with grace, wisdom, and humility by acknowledging the signals of a natural predisposition for intuitive perception, embracing the transformational power of dreams and visions, and paying respect to the ancestral and cultural traditions of seers and mystics. By realizing our inherent divinity and connecting with our higher self, we can utilize the seer's skills to benefit all living things and jointly build a world that is harmonious, healing, and moral. With this enlightenment, the seer's gifts turn into useful instruments for comprehending life's intricacies. They can provide direction, wisdom, and clarity while making decisions in addition to peace of mind and comfort when faced with uncertainty. Through delving into the invisible world, seers can unearth greater levels of knowledge and insight that will aid in both the community's and their own spiritual development. Knowing the future is not the only aspect of the seer's wisdom. It also involves realizing how everything is related to everything else and acknowledging the existence of something bigger than ourselves. We can learn to align our lives with the cycles of the universe and help create a more harmonious and conscious world by wholeheartedly accepting the calling of the seer. It's time to work together if you can relate to the indicators that have been revealed. If you found this video inspiring, please hit the like button. Also, if you want to learn more about intuitive awakening, please subscribe to the channel. By working together, we can create a community that honors compassion, intuition, and knowledge of other worlds. We are excited to have you along for the ride on this extraordinary adventure. Many thanks, and I hope to see you soon.